Middlesex will not remember their trip to Cardiff with any fondness as they fell to a 21-run defeat in their latest T20 Blast match against Glamorgan. Batting first after winning the toss, the hosts lost Nick Selman early, leg before to Blake Cullen's first ball, and his second was a peach to Marnus Labuschagne. It looked to be a strange decision to bat after winning the toss until Colin Ingram found some form. The left-hander has not been in any kind of touch so far this season, but promoted to the top of the order, he picked now to play at his best. He dominated the early scoring as he helped his side take 41 runs from the 6 overs of power play. In partnership with Labuschagne, Ingram began to increase the scoring, the total moving on to 71 for 1, the opener with 49 of those. Stephen Finn then removed Labuschagne, who played a rare agricultural shot and was bowled for 13. Next ball, Finn was celebrating again, a full and straight delivery trapping David Lloyd bang in front for a golden duck. The 10th over brought Middlesex those wickets while conceding only 3 runs. That had the hosts on 74 for 3 at the halfway stage. Ingram then got to his 50 from 30 balls before Kyron Carlson offered Luke Holman an easy return catch from a ball which stopped in the pitch rather horribly. The delivery before, Carlson had been dropped by Cullen, who is now a relieved man earning some support from his colleagues. Holman was impressive. He perhaps had Ingram leg before, but instead bowled Callum Taylor with some flight for his googly. Glamorgan suddenly struggling on 90 for 5. Scoring runs on what was a poor T20 pitch had become very difficult, except for Ingram, who was playing a different game from the rest. After the horrible frustration of the previous night, Finn was superb. He grabbed his 3rd wicket as Douthwaite picked out Holman in the deep. Then it was 2 in 2 for the second time in this match, as a beauty proved to be too good for Rory Smith. Finn with 4 for 15 from 3 overs, his 3rd 4-wicket haul in this format. Glamorgan now found themselves on 109 for 7 from 16, but it would have been much worse had it not been for Ingram. It was an extraordinary effort from the opener, and that effort was finally ended on 75, made from 48 balls, his last seeing him uppercut a wide delivery to Paul Stirling at 3rd man. The Welshman now on 122 for 8 with 3 overs remaining. Finn finished with fantastic figures of 4 for 19, and with him done, Tim van der Houten had to take on Holman, which he did to very good effect. Blake Cullen then removed Tom Cullen. John Simpson judging the catch extremely well as the bowler claimed his best figures of 3 for 33. The last ball, as with the previous evening, going for 6 off a top edge, which gave Glamorgan something to defend on this surface, ending on 150 for 9 from their 20 overs. Stevie Eskenazi's bad run of form then continued as he nicked off to the 3rd ball of the reply with only 2 runs on the board. Stirling was playing his last match before heading back to Ireland to take on South Africa, and he wanted to leave with an impression. And his role became yet more important when Joe Cracknell turned a delivery from van der Houten to short fine leg. A rare failure for the youngster, he out for 4 at 17 for 2 in the 4th over. The power play brought Middlesex a total of 35 for 2, Stirling going large off van der Houten on a surface in Cardiff which started as a poor one, but it had at times now become a bad one. Some deliveries didn't bounce, some stopped in the pitch, and some took off. It meant that both Stirling and Owen Morgan had to ride their luck at times, making the most of anything on offer. Stirling hit the biggest shot of the night as Labuschagne came on to bowl the 8th over. If the batsman could keep going, as Ingram had done earlier, then Middlesex still had a chance. The 10th over was indeed a good one for them. First Stirling cleared the rope, And then Morgan did the same. In his final game before heading off with England, he'd helped his team to a total of 71 for 2 at the halfway stage, 80 more needed from the remaining 10 overs. Morgan had taken his time but was now looking to lift off as some rain began to fall. A repeat of Thursday night needed to be avoided should DLS be required. Much now relied on Morgan, who would have been desperate to finish off with a victory. This pull for 6 certainly helped. But in the same over he was gone, chopping on to Smith and on his way for 33. It meant with 2 new batsmen at the crease, Middlesex needed 57 runs from 6 overs. That had been reduced to 39 off 21 balls when Middlesex lost their 6th wicket. Pullman on 12, slicing his stroke to point, and with him went any hopes for the visitors. Timing shots had become almost impossible, and with 31 runs to get from the last 2 overs, Middlesex knew the game had gone, and so the dismissal of Chris Green for 18 didn't really matter. Cullen fell at the start of the last over, their chase ending in a whimper with only 1 boundary hit from the last 40 deliveries of the match. Finn was run out off the last ball as Middlesex ended on 129 for 9 from their 20 overs. In the end, as the pitch became tackier as the match progressed, the toss proved to be very important. No team would want to be faced with this kind of surface too often. In the end, after much promise early on, Middlesex lost by 21 runs. They'll be hoping for much better conditions when they return to Lords for their next match on Thursday against rivals Essex.
And congratulations to Glamorgan, 669 by 21 runs.